When the being manifests, something tells it that it needs life, that it is life, that will provide all the necessary sustenance. Thus arises the idea of the initial breath of life. However, the exact opposite occurs. It is life that needs the being in manifestation in order to exist. Without beings, in their various species, life does not exist. Each being is constructed and endowed with the exact characteristics of what life needs to establish the conditions of each environment in perfect agreement with each moment. It is not for the manifested being to know, but to act in accordance with this. There is no complicity, there is agreement. And nothing is done differently, for, to life, there are no surprises. For the manifested being, not knowing is a natural condition, for, to life, knowledge is unnecessary. The being that lends itself to life carries the gene of the agreement, but also carries the gene that connects it to the knowledge of what exists before manifestation. It is this gene that unsettles it and leads it to question its surrender. To give thanks to life is, in truth, to give life to life itself, confirming a tacit and unbreakable agreement. The paradox is that the manifested being has no power over life, yet carries the power that sustains it, for the same power that makes life exist is what causes the being to manifest, and neither would exist without this support. Every action comes from this power that the manifested being carries, but does not control, for controlling it would break the agreement. This agreement is called law, and this law disguises itself as breakable rules, which seem to give beings the idea of control or free will. Natural law is unbreakable. Social rules, however, are broken at every moment, and do not interfere with the project of life, for each action corresponds precisely to the formation of its agent. As for the question of whether the being can attain full knowledge, encompassing the existence of the agreement, its reason, and each of its parts, this possibility is granted to the manifested being itself. Mysteries, riddles, clues, allegories, metaphors, codes, and fables inspire the being to perceive the existence of connections that not only provide answers, but also grant it a certain degree of mastery. Therefore, pure and clear texts, all of them, are unanimous in affirming that the answer lies within the being itself and not outside it. Impure texts, on the contrary, cloud the being's cognition by asserting that knowledge lies outside it, and that the path is through the wise, the masters, the saints, the gurus, or the divinities created for this purpose.